Hey everybody, welcome to what is definitely going to be a relaxing series for me. This series is called Harvest Moon. Specifically, this is Harvest Moon GBC, or as the title screen will say in a couple seconds, Harvest Moon GB. That's mainly because GBC was an update to Harvest Moon GB, pretty much just giving it color. There is some extra features here and there, but nothing too fancy. I like how simplistic this one is compared to some of the other games in the series. This is kind of like a port of the Super Nintendo version, but there's kind of even more simplistic content on it. So let's just hop right on in. Yes, that's fine. All right, so Harvest Moon GBC, or GB by extension, has kind of a weird thing going on with the name of your character. So if you name your character with a capital letter, you get eggplants and carrots for your fall and winter crop. If you do a lowercase letter, you get peanuts and broccoli. I don't know why this is a thing, it just is. But if you want all of them, if you start off with a symbol in your name, you get access to all four of them. Not that it matters too much, but it is what it is, so I'm just gonna do that. And I only have 3 letters to work with now, so I'm just gonna do this, but it's definitely just Azure. So, my name is Azure, there we go. And this, on the other hand, actually does have a little bit more differences going on. If you are a male, you have no seeds in the beginning, you don't have a watering can, you pretty much just start off with nothing. If you are a female, on the other hand, you start off with seeds and the watering can, because once you buy them as a male, you just get the watering can regardless. So basically, you get free stuff in the beginning. That's pretty much all it is. There's not too many differences past that. You just kind of have a slightly easier beginning. That's all it really is. So, start off a male. And this, on the other hand, does have choices. So, if you are a dog lover, or if you just want a dog, pretty much, if you do a dog, you get wild dogs in your farm every now and then. It can get kind of annoying because they exist. Because you have a wild dog, it's just like, They can destroy your fences, they can also get rid of your chickens. But if you have a dog, you can scare away moles, which actually helps because there are things that will help your farm that do get scared on the moles. If you have a cat, on the other hand, you don't have to worry about the wild dogs, period. There's no wild dogs at all. You don't have to worry about it. That's all you get if you get a cat. I do like cats, so I'm just gonna do a cat. The moles I don't really care for, but either way, might as well just do cat. So, I'm gonna be naming you Cat. Because there's not really too much space I can really do anything with, so you are Cat. There we go. Azure, wake up. Azure, I have a favor to ask you. My ranch has been neglected because I did not have a successor. So you're lazy, and you didn't ask me beforehand. So, I want you to take my place to restore my ranch. And surpass me as ranch master. So we gotta catch all the crops. Wrong series, we got to farm all the crops and make a lot of money and become a ranch master. Unfortunately, I cannot help you because I am a spirit. Yeah, this is slightly more grim compared to Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley got kind of inspiration maybe from this, where your grandpa's like on his deathbed and he was like, take care of my ranch. Same concept, I'm totally fine with it. I never played Stardew Valley though. I actually want to someday, maybe, I don't know. It's a good game from what I heard. But I do like Harvest Moon. At the end of winter, I can come and check up on you. I must be going now. Good luck, future ranch master. Speaking of the Harvest Moon though, the series is actually now called Story Seasons. So if you see any games that are Harvest Moon title lately, that are on like the Wii, not the Wii U, sorry. Maybe on the Wii U, I'm not sure. A Switch, PC, all that, they say Harvest Moon. It's actually by the developer Natsumi, which they were the publisher back then, but they got the rights to the name, and those games just aren't as good anymore. You want to play the Story Seasons game, I'm going to tell you that right now. I forgot to tell you that the crops will die when the seasons change. Be sure to check the date on the calendar. It's essential for growing crops. Pretty much, if it's past the 25th, don't grow anything. That's all you really need to know. Past the 25th, no. Once it hits 25 on your calendar, don't bother. Just let whatever you have growing, finish growing. No more new crops. This is the shipping box to, there we go, ship crops. The trader will, it doesn't change quick enough, pick up your shipment at 5 p.m. So pretty much just grow crops, put them there before 5. These 2 towers are silos used to store fodder. On the right of the silos is the chicken coop, and on the left is the cow barn. Brush your cow every day with love and affection. If you do, so your cow will give you a lot of milk. Of course, do not forget to feed them every day. Make sure that you feed them every day. Otherwise, your chickens will not lay any eggs. Never forget. This is the shed where your items are kept. I am a little tired. Yeah, tutorials are hard when you talk really slowly. That's pretty much all you really need to know. So, pretty much all we really need to do when we start off each day is we just check this. And it's been warm every day. Tomorrow will be a fine day. So pretty much it's gonna be fine every day. And if we wanna check the time, we just click on this. It is 6 a.m., first of spring, the first year. Time does not flow when you're in your house, so you don't really need to worry about it. But we could also go over here and read this thing, which tells us about our possessions. We have 500G, we have a pet cat who's named Cat. If we look at our cows, we can have up to 4 of them, but we have no fodder or anything like that, nor do we have any cows, so not a big deal there. Chicken, same deal. Nothing at all. So, if we check our food, we have croissant, rice ball, and meat dumplings. We have 10 of each. That's pretty much just our food piles for the day. We just eat those when we get some energy during the day. We need to have that, as well as drinks. We have 9 cups of wild grape juice because we just used one today, so we need to keep that in mind. We need to buy some more later. And 10 cups of green tea. We just need to make sure to buy these throughout the time. We have like 30 days in a month, so it's not too big of a deal now since we're just going to be going through this, but we want to make sure to top off on that every now and then. That's pretty much all there is to that. Confirm the origin of fire. Everything is all right. I feel like that is not correct. Okay, either way, we have this right over here. The exchange phone. If we actually exchange people, like we just link up, we can actually trade cows, chickens, and even our pet, as well as some other things. If we trade our chickens, there's like a 1 in 64 chance we might get a golden egg, which basically means that you're going to get a lot of money from those chickens, but I have nobody to trade with, so I cannot show off this feature, unfortunately. Past that, we have a bed that we can just sleep. Or if we go over here, what? There's money in the drawer. What's this, Grandpa's rainy day money? It's mine now. Yes, we just stole Grandpa's money. He has 1,000G, and so now we have 1,500G, which is kind of nice. Right over here, don't touch his plant. I wonder if this was Grandpa's plant. There's nothing there, unfortunately. And our pet. Our pets have like a little bit of a happiness meter. If we want to raise their happiness, we just pick them up, put them down. Just do that every single day, and that's pretty much all you really need to do with the pet. Past that, we have a couple things in our menu. If we click select one more time, we get pet, which we can call them over, and they just kind of run over. We also notice that we have a horse option. We don't have a horse yet, so this is pointless. We're not gonna get anything out of it just yet. And there's also this option. And so there's actually a neat thing about the Game Boy Color port. They have this thing called the timer, which they use harvest sprites. Harvest sprites are a thing that is kind of just these little helper guys that are in the Harvest Moon series, or in the Story Season series. Basically, in this case, we can have them help us when our game is off, because the Game Boy Color version had a battery in it that simulated a real-time clock, sort of like how Pokemon Gold and Silver and Crystal did back in the day, where it had the night and day. This uses it when it's off. It's weird like that. But past that is the memo, which if you turn this on, you can basically see the time and what you have equipped at all times. It's very useful. It kind of blocks a little bit of a portion of the screen, but honestly, I like it there because I can tell what time it is at all times. So, let's just head on outside. There's a couple things we can do from the get-go. So we can look around here. We have some stuff we can pick up, like these here, this here, this here. We need to start cleaning up the farm, like, right away. We can also pick up these and bring them over to here in order to get some materials. This sign right here says that we have 2 pieces of materials. Every single fence is worth 2. You can kind of tell that it's like, oh, hey, this fence has 2 logs on it, so 2, 2. So that should give us, yeah, 6. Pretty much it goes up from there. It's kind of nice. But a farmer needs his tools, so we might as well head over to the tool shed, because we have 4 tools that are made by the harvest sprites for us. We have the sickle, the hoe, the hammer, and the axe. I'm actually going to pick up the hoe and the axe, because the hoe I can till land, the axe I could actually break stumps, hammer I can break rocks, and the sickle I can cut grass. And if we go past here, we actually get to see the harvest sprites. The harvest sprites are nothing too special in this one, but in the Game Boy Color version, they do help out if you use that timer feature.
That's kind of cool, but I won't be messing with this feature much until I actually need it, because there are some useful things that you can get out of it. But I'll mention that when it becomes relevant. Either way, make sure to have your hand equipped when you go to talk to them. Otherwise, you're gonna whack them in the head with a hammer or an axe or something, and they're not gonna like you. We want to feed them every single day.
Hi, are you the one that inherited your grandpa's ranch? We're harvest sprites. We're here for a reason. Please come and see us. In exchange, we would like to have something to eat every day, give and take. Yeah, pretty much you just feed them and they get happy. Howdy, humans greet this way, don't they? So you just grab one of these mushrooms and just feed the harvest sprites every single day. So just go up and just bam, and just talk to them. Good evening, humans greet this way, don't they? They pretty much say the same thing every single day, but just keep doing that over and over and over again, and you should be good to go. Over here, there's another harvest sprite, but unfortunately we can't really feed this one because we only get 2 mushrooms. Use the pickaxe to pass through here. Unfortunately, we don't have one, so yeah, we can't do anything about that yet. But over here, on the other hand, if we go this way, we see a hot spring. Good for muscle pains and stamina recovery. Every time we hop into this pool, we get 20% of our stamina back. We don't need to relax in here like this. We can literally just hop out and just do this. So if you just do this 5 times, you get your 100% stamina like right away. It's kind of funny, but the nice thing about being in here is that you can literally just kind of chill in here for a lot of time. You notice it's still 7 a.m. When you're in the back of your shed, time does not advance. Same with your house. So the only time it advances is when you're on your farm. That's the only time you need to worry about it. So let's head outside. And then right over here. And we're gonna start cleaning up our farm a little bit. Let's get rid of some things here and there. Clean up, and now that it's 8, we can actually go visit the town because most of the things actually open up at 8. So let's just go over here and we'll head to the town. Heading to the town actually gives us a lot of options here. We have the flower shop run by Nina. We have the juice bar run by Eve. We have a carpenter run by the carpenter. We have a church run by Maria. We have a tool shop run by Anne, and a restaurant owned by Ellen. And then an animal shop owned by the animal dude. Yeah, as you can tell, 2 of those people don't really have names. It's funny like that. So let's check out the flower shop. The flower shop, like I said, we could buy our seeds and such from there. If we press select at any time, we can see how much money we have. So a turnip seed bag is 1 bag for 120, potatoes is 150. Basically what will happen is when you throw out seeds, you throw them out in a group of 3 by 3 on a field. So you potentially can get 9 out of it. The problem is that you can't walk over crops. So you're going to miss out on 1. So it's best to kind of do different formations so you can water all of them at a time. Like basically like a 3, 3, and then 1 space 1, that kind of thing. So you can at least get 8 crops to maximize your profits. Because you buy them for 120 and then you get them for 60 each. So you do get money out of it. And buying 1 seed gets you that water can. Basically, if you started off as a female in the game, you got that water can immediately because you already had seeds. So it is what it is. But yes, potatoes do grow slower than turnips, but you do get a little bit more money out of it. And grass, they kind of just, you don't need to bother with it. It's good for animals. They turn into fodder when you cut them with your sickle. You just plant them and don't worry about them. It's kind of nice. Past that, I'm just gonna kind of buy as much as I can because there's no real reason for me not to spend my money right now because I don't really have a need to save it. Just buy as much as I can and grow as much as I can. Basically, what you want to know is that turnips take 5 days to grow and potatoes take about 7. Basically, you can plant them, you just throw the seeds out. You don't have to water them the first day or anything like that. You just plant them and you're good to go for the first day. Then you have to water them past that. The juice bar is not open right now. Everything opens up at 8 except for the juice bar. The juice bar opens up at 6, so I can't really do anything about that just yet. Going into the carpenter. At the carpenter, what I can do is actually buy materials. I can get 50 materials, or I can upgrade my house. Upgrading my house costs some materials and a lot of money. I don't have either one of these right now, and actually asking for this now will just make them come to my house later, tell me what it is, and then basically I just wasted his time, so I'm not even gonna bother. We're gonna skip the church for now because I'll do that last, but the tool shop, if I head to the tool shop, we can actually see that I can buy a brush and a milker. I don't have any animals yet, so this is not necessary for me at the moment. We'll just ignore those for now. The restaurant, if we go to the restaurant, we can buy a cake and a lunchbox. So the lunchbox actually fills up 25% and 50% of your stamina respectively, the cake and then the lunchbox. However, the croissant, the jelly donut, and the meat dumpling, however, those, you buy them in groups of 10.
and that's basically your food for what you're gonna be eating throughout the day. Right now, I can't really afford any of them, so I'm not gonna bother. But then there's the animal shop. The animal shop, we have a bunch of things. A cow costs 5,000, it's a lot, but a chicken costs 500, so it's not as bad. But then past that, we can actually get food for the cow and food for the chicken. But we also can get cow medicine. Cow medicine will cure sick cows if you have any sick cows, and this will upgrade next year. So we'll get to that when we get to that. Past that, we have the miracle potion. The miracle potion actually will make a cow pregnant. So you basically can get another cow out of a cow. It's nice, but yeah, I don't have any cows at the moment and I cannot afford one. So we're gonna deal with that when we can deal with that. So bye-bye for now. But yeah, the last thing that we can do here is go to the church. All right, the church, the only real two things we can do here is fortune telling, which we can just get our fortune told and she's like, oh, our fortune is normal, or it looks great, or whatever. Nothing really too special there. It's just like an extra little bonus, like, oh, hey, this might help you. But praying, on the other hand. So basically, she says this line every single time you hit this button. And I'm gonna basically be hitting this button like 10 times a day. I'm gonna be skipping me hitting this 10 times a day because it's kind of pointless, but praying to the harvest goddess eventually will have her bless one of your cows. I don't have any at the moment, but you might as well just get into the rhythm of doing this daily because it's literally just like a minute of your time every single time. You're just spamming the A button. I'm already on 7, by the way. It's not that big of a deal. And then I'm going to be on 8 right about now and just a couple more times. And there you go. You're just going to be praying a lot to have a blessed cow because blessed cows are really good and you'll get some decent milk out of them. So it is kind of nice to do it, but there isn't really too much you can do about, like, it's still random at the end of the day. It's just that if you get in the rhythm of doing this, I mean, everyone says that, oh, hey, you'll get a blessed cow if you do this 10 times a day. That's not really the case. It's still random. It's just, why not? Just go to the church and just hit the pray button 10 times, and eventually you might get a blessed cow out of it. It could happen, it might not. But now that we're done in the village, if we leave the village for now, we basically lose an hour time. Every time you enter the village, you lose an hour because you basically take an hour to go to and fro, I guess. I don't really know the specifics behind it, but we will be back there later at some point to explore the juice bar. I just don't really necessarily need to right now because I just started the game. But we might as well just start hoeing everything, just get all the land tilled up that we can. It's kind of in our best interest to just hit everything that we can for now, but when I'm going to be doing my crops, I'm going to start off with this formation, so I actually get access to about 8 of the crops I can do, because, like I said, I can't do 9, because you won't be able to get that center one. But this is probably one of the better efficient ways of doing it. There are more ways of doing it. You just do you, put them how you want. You could just do rows of 3, and then you could just walk down the middle on either side. It depends. It's all customizable. That's what I like about this game. It's all whatever you want to do. Past that, axes takes about 6 hits to break those. It can get kind of annoying to do that all the time, but make sure to not move the D-pad while you're doing this because the moment you move away, it just minuses the count again. So basically you gotta hit it 6 more times. So just make sure that you get it on the first try. So just kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go, another one broken. Just make sure you do that over and over and over again. I'm good for the axe for now, so I'm actually gonna swap the axe out for the hammer. There we go. I'm gonna break some of these rocks in the way. So just right here. Just make sure to clean up as much as possible. So just do that, go up this way because I got a lot of stuff over here too to deal with. Because I'm gonna basically make this section like my grass section for the most part. Just like this little itty bitty area up top over here. I need to swap over to my hand and get rid of some of these weeds. Because unfortunately, I don't really have a good way of doing this. I could use a sickle or something like that, but it's not necessary. It really isn't. Because you're wasting energy using your tools, you might as well just pick it up and throw it away. Because they don't grow back, might as well just do this. There's no shipment today? Well, see you tomorrow. Yep. It's the first day, so there's definitely no way anything is gonna be grown yet. I don't even know why they even bother, so yeah, just get rid of some of these, fill up this. This is essentially the first day in a nutshell, just making sure everything is clean as much as possible. And it's already 6 o'clock. Yeah, time flies by fast. Here we go.
pretty much I have a decent chunk of hours left. I still have 12 hours of game time because you can work yourself to the bone in this game and they don't really matter. As long as you have food, you're good to go. There we go. Boop, boop. And once your stamina's down, you can just go over the hot spring and just jump in like 5 times and you're good. Speaking of, though, I might as well head over to the juice bar and show that off because I don't really have much to do on the first day. So the juice bar opens up at 6 and closes at 12. So we head here and we can buy orange juice. Orange juice is a one-time buy. It's 300G. You just buy that and your stamina is recovered completely. These two on the other hand, the wild grape juice and the green tea, these fill up your stamina over time. That you buy them in groups of 10 like you would the other foods. And they're essentially just the ones that you drink over time. So I don't really necessarily need anything over here. I'm good to go. I just wasted an hour of game time just to show off that demonstration. But it's all good. It's not a big deal. So let me just pick this up. I'm going to set this right here just so I don't accidentally screw up my setup. Just to make sure I got this right here. There we go. Because I want to leave some space open so I can actually do this proper from the get-go. Just do this, and then I'll go over here and do another set. This. Yep. As you can tell, it's not very accurate. It's like a Game Boy game, so stuff like that will happen. But what you can do if you want to like not have that happen, you can just do that, and you're good to go. So I'm just gonna move this over here, do that. I'm gonna get rid of you over here. We're gonna want to gather up as much materials as possible. I don't care for fences. I don't necessarily need fences. You're just gonna jump over them if you have them on your field. So just don't bother with them. They're not necessary. Unless you'd like to have things really neat. Like right now, I'm kind of wasting my time making things really neat, but why not? So just do that, and then let's get another set right over here. 2, 3. I'm gonna do this a little quickly because I'm running out of time. This, like this, and this. Okay, there we go. And I'm gonna go over here now. I'm gonna grab my seeds. I'm gonna grab the potato seeds because they actually take longer to actually produce. So I'm just gonna start off with those. And the nice thing about seeds is the first time you plant them, you don't need to grow them the first day. Like you don't need to water them or anything. So you just plant them down and you're good to go. Just do this a couple times until I am done. There we go. And now I'm gonna grab my turnip seeds. There we go. And I'm going to make sure to not have that happen again. Okay, good. I thought for a second there I'm going to put down the hoe or something because that constantly happens. You only have 2 slots and you're like, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. So just do this, 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 this. Uh-oh. That, and then make sure to do this. Put that down, like that, and then this. I'm farming like well into the morning. This is hilarious. There we go. And I have one more bag of turnip seeds left to go, but this is fine. I already got like a decent start going, so I'm kind of okay with this. So let's just kind of grab as many materials as I can before I'm inevitably shoved back into my house. Just do this, and there. That's pretty much all I can really do. I guarantee I'm about to run out of time. And I make it, nope, it's already 6 a.m. There we go. And that's pretty much it for the first day. So let's check the weather. It'll be a rainy day tomorrow, causing the flowers to fall. I don't know what they really mean by that. It's just rainy day. That basically just means that tomorrow, I'm not gonna have to bother watering the crops. But today, I will. So that's good to know. That is good to know. That is the first day. I kind of got all the exclamations down that I really need to. The rest of the days are gonna go by rather quickly because I already have everything I need to explain explained. This game is fun. It's very simple. You don't have to worry about all the other stuff that a lot of the newer games in the series has, or even the SNES version, for example. And I like it for that. It's straight and to the point. It's the farming. It's exactly what you need to do. So, next time I actually play is more Harvest Moon for the Game Boy Color. We are going to continue farming and expand our farm a little bit. Maybe try to get some more stuff going on, pass through the days, and maybe get upgraded. See y'all then.